Science and Culture of Akademgorodok. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the smartest street in the world. It is called Akademgorodok Prospect and is situated in Akademgorodok, Novosibirsk. In this video, we are going to find out more about this place and why it has acquired this title. About Akademgorodok. Akademgorodok was established by the government of the USSR in 1958. As you may have already guessed, Akademgorodok literally means academic town. Sometimes it is called Silicon Taiga. It is a reference to Silicon Valley, a renowned IT region found in Northern California, USA. The city's founding father was the mathematician Mikhail Lavrentiev. His slogan was, "From the integral to metal." Mikhail Lavrentiev succeeded within 7 years in creating 20 institutes covering major fields of science and technology. These included chemistry, physics, automation, hydrodynamics, genetics, and cytology, as well as the humanities and social sciences. Leading research institutes. Let's consider the most significant of them. As already mentioned, Akademician Lavrentiev Prospect is the home of Akademgorodok research institutes. For instance, the Kutateladze Institute of Thermophysics was the world's first institute that specialized in the subject. The Batko Institute of Nuclear Physics is still one of the world's leading organizations in the field of high-energy physics, controlled thermonuclear fusion, and applied physics. The Institute of Cytology and Genetics, on the other hand, is the largest scientific institution engaged in genetic research in the system of the Russian Academy of Sciences. It holds leading positions in a number of most promising areas of genetics, breeding, and cell biology. The Lavrentiev Institute of Hydrodynamics focuses its activity on mathematical problems of continuum mechanics, on the physics and mechanics of high-energy processes, electrophysics, on fluid and gas dynamics, and on solid mechanics. All of the mentioned institutes were founded in 1957. The Institute of Laser Physics is one of the youngest institutes in Akademgorodok, established in 1991. The institute focuses its research on development of frequency standards and nonlinear spectroscopy. The Novosibirsk State University and the School of Physics and Mathematics opened at the same time as the institutes, ensuring that the Novosibirsk Scientific Center evolved from the very beginning as a complete scientific and educational complex. The first department of the university was the Department of Natural Sciences, which combined mathematics, physics, mechanics, biology, chemistry, and geology. The university today has more than 8,600 students in 115 academic departments. As in the early times of the Novosibirsk State University, the physics department remains among the best university departments. The Lavrentiev School of Physics and Mathematics, situated at the university campus, was founded in 1963, aiming to provide more in-depth education of high school students. Most of the students at the school are winners of Siberian physical, mathematical, and chemical Olympiads. No wonder thousands of scientists from different cities of the Soviet Union, leaving their academic institutions and flats, came to Siberia to promote science in the 1960s. Everything was planned here to provide the ideal conditions for mental work and rest. That's why thousands of scientific discoveries were made in this place, among them the discovery of Siberian oil, research in history, genetics, and nuclear physics. Akademgorodok eventually became known worldwide.
Place that still exists today called Akademgorodok.
Und wir freuen uns sehr, dass wir in Akademgorodok sind.
La Culta recomienda el libro Akademgorodok.
Cultural life. In the 1960s, young scientist Gennady Biznosov and others created a cafe and scientist club called Under the Integral. In 1968, the club organized an all-union festival of amateur songwriters and performers, attended by Alexander Galich and other well-known artists. After some time, their songs were branded as anti-Soviet and the club was shut down. Another culturally significant place for students and scientists was the Siberian House of Scientists, which was also established in the 1960s. The House of Scientists received this name due to the fact that future Novosibirsk academicians required a house with everything a proper scientist needs, a place to exchange scientific information and have a good rest. The scientific elite of Akademgorodok still gather in this house. Similarly, the House of Culture Academy appeared in 1962 as a movie theater with the nostalgic name Moscow, reflecting the origins of many scientists who moved from the capital. Here they watched movies and concerts, listened to lectures, held debates and meetings. Over time, Moscow was renamed Academy at the request of Novosibirsk State University students, continuing its role as a central hub for cultural exchange in the community. Yet another noteworthy cultural object on Academician Lavrentiev Prospect is a billboard inscribed with the words "Russian power shall accrue from Siberia." It quotes a prediction made by Mikhail Lomonosov after learning the results of the first and second Kamchatka expeditions, initiated by Peter the Great and organized by the Russian Academy of Sciences. Conclusion: Akademgorodok remains Russia's third most important scientific center after Moscow and St. Petersburg. As we reflect on the journey of this scientific town, we are reminded that true brilliance flourishes not just in the laboratories and lecture halls, but also in the shared experiences and aspirations of a vibrant community dedicated to pushing the boundaries of knowledge.